Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Lightning Collection. Of course, today we're really only going to be talking about what has happened in the past couple of hours because, as we all know, today was Hasbro Pulse Con Day 2, which had 2 Power Rangers panels, and they did not disappoint. Let's go. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to Hasbro today. This was really good. This was, in comparison to the Fan First Fridays that we had in August, that for the most part were seen as pretty lackluster and disappointing. This definitely changed that perspective. This was something that last week, just to put it into reference, last week on Lightning Storm I gave a little list of my predictions of what I thought they were going to reveal, and my kind of confidence level and how much I thought they were going to reveal everything. And even though I totally said that Wave 8 and 9 were never going to happen, and they didn't happen, everything else on that list, not just 1, not just 2, everything else on the list was announced today. It didn't all go up for pre-order today, but it all got announced. So of course, let's talk about what we got. So, the Hasbro Pulse Con panel kicked off with the announcement of the Power Rangers Retro line. Now, the retro line was something that Yak Face found last month, sometime in August. They found them and then sent them over to me. Now, these are not Lightning Collection by any means, but since they kind of kicked off the panel and the rest of it was Lightning Collection, I felt like I wanted to just briefly talk about it here before we move on to all the Lightning Collection stuff. So basically, the retro figures are going to be kind of a reimagining kind of style of Bandai's original flip heads from the 90s. Similar kind of packaging and everything like that. They will be a Walmart exclusive. There will be 4 of them in the first wave for Mighty Morphin Red, Blue, Black, and Pink. Now, there were listings found this past week by Martian Ranger and myself for a green, white, and a yellow, so those will be happening in a wave 2, I would imagine. But these are going to be $9.99 a piece and are Walmart exclusives, and you can pre-order that first wave of them right now on Walmart.com. They say something like arriving in like mid-January, I believe is what they were, like January 14th, something like that. So they will be kind of our first things for 2021. For Power Rangers. Now after that, they did segue right into the number one thing that I thought was going to be announced this week, and it did. That was the Zeo Megazord 12-inch figure. Now this is something that we've been talking about here for quite a while on Lightning Storm, back and forth. Is it lightning? Is it not lightning? Now in the live stream, they kind of grouped it into the retro figure thing. They didn't say it was Lightning Collection at all in the stream. However, now that it's available for purchase, the official Power Rangers Twitter account and EntertainmentEarth.com both listed as Lightning Collection. Hasbro Pulse does not. So, right now we're going to decide this right here on the video. I did buy the Zeo Megazord figure because I still can't 100% figure out if it's Lightning or not. I bought it for the collection, however, I will no longer be covering it on Lightning Storm because it does not seem like it is 100% officially Lightning, but it also kind of seems like it is. I bought it just to be safe, but no more. I'm not talking about it anymore. We know everything about it. It's out now, $65, which is a little bit more than I was expecting it to be. I was imagining it was going to be $50. But it is up on Hasbro Pulse and Entertainment Earth right now. There's probably some other places that I'm not thinking of, but I know those 2 stores in particular do have it up. If you want to purchase it right now, it's actually just in stock. You don't have to pre-order or anything. You'll get charged for it, and they'll ship it out very, very soon. So that's there if you want that. Just want to say real quick before I get into talking about all the Lightning Collection news from Hasbro Pulse Con, all of the slides that I'm going to be putting up on screen while I'm talking about are screenshots from the Hasbro Pulse Con live stream that were taken by PowerRanger.com. This is from their Twitter account, so I just want to say thank you for posting these on Twitter. Just want to make sure I gave the proper credit as to who took the screenshots. They are not my own, but since the live stream has been made private, now that it's over, I can't go back to screenshot things until the stream gets posted back up again on Monday. So I just want to say that's where the pictures are coming from, so thank you for screenshotting these. These are very helpful for this video. Now it's time for Lightning Collection. Now, I was expecting them to kick off the announcements with Wave 7. They did announce Wave 7, but they actually kicked it off with the announcement of the subline that we talked about here a couple weeks ago on Lightning Storm, and that is going to be the Monster Deluxe figure line. So they did not put these up for pre-order today. They are currently something you cannot get yet. They didn't really give an exact release date, or I don't even think that they set a price point. I can't recall if they did, but I have heard from my source that they will be $30, which makes sense. But these are going to be about 7 inches, a little bit maybe about 1.5 inches or an inch taller than normal Lightning Collection figures. and they showed off the like 3D render prototype, specs of both King Sphinx and Pumpkin Wrapper, which are the two monsters that we had rumored and heard to be in this monster line. They are officially now something that we are going to be getting. Now the pumpkins that Pumpkin Wrapper will come with, you can even swap them onto the ranger heads, so you can kind of recreate that one scene where they're all kind of roaming around with pumpkins on their heads. So that's really fun. I think that's really cool that they actually bothered to do that and to include that cool feature with these. So right now, like I said, you cannot pre-order the monsters. They are going to be out sometime in 2021, I would imagine, probably early. I've heard January, but we'll have to see about that. But that's all we have for the monster subline. The next thing they announced was the Versus 2-pack subline. So the Versus 2-pack subline was also something that my source had told me about a couple weeks ago, and we've had those Walmart or those Amazon listings for them for a little while now. But now we finally have the confirmation, and the rumors and the speculation were 100% correct. The first one that they revealed is the S.P.D. B Squad versus A Squad Blue Ranger 2-pack. So this will be a figure pack of Sky, the blue S.P.D. Ranger, and then the blue A Squad Ranger. Really interesting one to start out with, that they're actually going to be doing blue A Squad off the bat and not like red or anyone else. But this looks really, really cool. You get a lot of accessories down there. Some reuse effect pieces in new colors. You get like, the S.P.D. morphers down there as well. You get the Sky head, of course. I love this 2-pack a lot, and I think this is really cool that we're doing this, especially for like not Red Rangers, something that, usually we would get Red Rangers or something like that, but we're starting with blue for these guys. After that, they revealed the second Versus 2-pack, which was also what the rumors had said it was going to be, and that is a In Space Red versus Astronema 2-pack. Now this 2-pack will of course have like Andros's head, the red spiral saber. You actually get like some chest armor for Astronema, which looks really cool, and then like a new effect piece and all that stuff. This looks really, really cool too. I know a lot of people were excited about the Astronema figure. That's a very long fan requested figure for them to do, and they are going to be doing it. So these 2-packs, just like the monsters, are not up for pre-order yet anywhere. No exact release dates. I would imagine they'll be $40, typical 2-pack price, I would imagine. But we know that they're official now. We see them. We see the 3D render of them, like the spec sheets. Basically everything that didn't go for pre-order, they just kind of had like a render spec sheet prototype because they're not made yet. So we got to see those two 2-packs to kick off the Versus subline. But they were not done yet. Before they got into the Wave 7 reveal, we were all expecting a surprise figure. That's right, there is, and it's up for pre-order right now, a Hasbro Pulse exclusive metallic armor Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger figure. Now this is something we had speculated for a long time, that when they finished the main team they would start redoing it again in the metallic armor from the end of Season 3, and that is exactly what is happening here. So this Hasbro Pulse exclusive figure is going to be $5 more than a typical Lightning Collection figure, so it is $25, not the $20. And it comes with like a nice sparkly looking box art to reflect that it's the metallic armor. The figure's done up in like a kind of transparent with some like glitter effects in the plastic. Overall, it looks really cool. She has this like surprise effect or a little accessory thing that some people are assuming could be a Zeo crystal. I think that might be what that is. I'm not 100% sure. But of course, the big takeaway from this is, why would you buy another Mighty Morphin Pink? Well, instead of coming with a Kimberly head, this one will come with a Catherine head. So this will be finally our first civilian head for the secondary team of Mighty Morphin characters. Except for Rocky. We did get Rocky back in Wave 4, but we now have Cat in the line. So this is how we're going to get a Catherine head for right now, until eventually they do a Zeo Pink or a Turbo Pink or whatever. But we do have a Cat head that is so far exclusive to this Mighty Morphin Metallic Armor Pink. So that is up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse right now. Once again, it is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, $25 with an estimated release date in the middle of December. So that's a thing that was a brand new surprise. Usually Hasbro Pulse exclusives are surprises, so I had figured if we were getting any kind of surprise, it would be that or something like that. And that's what we had. So Metallic Armor Pink was there. Once they were done with all of that, they finally got around to revealing Wave 7 officially. So we had seen this a long time. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we all know at this point what it is. But Dino Thunder Red was shown off, and very nicely, I'm so happy they were able to actually confirm this for us. He does include his Tyranno staff. We just didn't see it in the leaked photos because it is hiding behind the box art on the box. So that is a thing, but Dino Thunder Red does have the Tyranno staff, which I'm really happy about. He also has a new effect piece that we haven't seen in previous figures before. And then Mighty Morphin Green, exactly what we had seen of it. There was actually a video review of it that went up last night. I'll link that in the description below from someone who bought it from Canada, who got it early and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and put a thing in the description below about that. And then the Z-Putty was also officially revealed, and it does have the blast explosion effect piece done up in blue this time, which is something that we kind of seen from the leaked photos, but wasn't like 100% known for sure. But these 3 figures are now available for pre-order on Target, Walmart, Hasbro Pulse, Entertainment Earth, all the places, all of the ones that you would think. Now, a lot of the stores are kind of back and forth on when they're coming out. Amazon and a lot of the other stores are saying, including Pulse and everything, are saying a January 1st, 2021 release date. Target says December 1st, 2021, or 2020, and that's also what a Gizmodo article said, so I would not be surprised if these do kind of, get their way out right at the end of 2020. I would imagine they would be out in December rather than January. Now, what's going on with the 4th figure? So, the 4th figure, Entertainment Earth did put up the case assortment, so once again, the case assortment for Wave 7 is 3 Dino Thunder Reds, 2 MMPR Greens, 2 MMPR Whites, which we'll get to, and 1 Z-Putty. So if you want to army build your Z-Putties, make sure you get those pre-orders in as fast as you can, because they are the 1 per case. They're probably going to be the first to sell out, not only because they're 1 per case, but also because they're troop builders, and people like troop builders a lot. So make sure you get your Wave 7 pre-orders in. Now let's talk about what the 4th figure is. So they did not reveal a 4th figure at all during the Wave reveal. They just kind of were like, yep, 3 figures, that's good, right? So, what's going on with that? Well, Mighty Morphin White is officially listed on the case breakdown at Entertainment Earth to be shipping with them, and we have some more further evidence of it too. Currently, it does seem like there's nothing different about this figure. It's just going to be a straight up re-release of the Wave 1 version, which is a little disappointing, but if you already have it, you can skip it. So we are going to be getting Mighty Morphin White restocked as technically the 4th figure of Wave 7. Now, there was a BLM Mars code that never got decoded. It was a code that matched up right into the same group of listings that were in Walmart. I don't know what happened to that, but based off of the codes, that should have been an In-Space Black Ranger, and I was expecting that to happen today. It didn't happen today, so I don't really know what's happening with that, but we should be getting an In-Space Black at some point, and at some point it seems like he might have been planned for Wave 7, which I'll get into in a little bit. But Wave 7 is that, 3 figures of new stuff and then 1 restock. Now, speaking of Wave 7, and this was, unfortunately, while it is cool, my least favorite reveal of the day, and I have some gripes about it, and that is going to be the Target exclusive Spectrum series box versions of Wave 7. So, if you are familiar with other Hasbro toy lines, namely the Star Wars Black Series collection, last year they did this carbonized collection thing around the time The Mandalorian came out. They're basically like foil like shiny boxes, special box releases of first releases of a wave basically. And Target's going to be doing that for Wave 7. So we're going to have 4 Spectrum box releases for Wave 7. The figures inside, for as far as I can tell, are 100% the exact same thing that you're getting on any other retailer. But the boxes are going to be all black boxes with like holofoil stuff. And the artwork, instead of facing like this, is going to face like this. So it's going to be completely to the side, which is a brand new angle of artwork we have not seen before. Now this Spectrum series, Dino Thunder Red, Z-Putty, Mighty Morphin Green. This one has Mighty Morphin White. So Mighty Morphin White is included in the Wave 7 Spectrum box series, which even furthers the point that he is technically considered a portion of Wave 7. It's just going to be a restock of Wave 1 and not a new figure, hence why they didn't announce it as that. So you can skip the restock of Mighty Morphin Whites, but you might want to try to track down the Spectrum boxes from Target. Now, as far as I'm aware, the Spectrum boxes have not gone up for pre-order anywhere yet. They should be Target exclusives, and they said that they'll be coming out sometime in the future. Hopefully we get pre-orders for them at some point, because begrudgingly I will buy them and buy Wave 7 twice because I want the new special Spectrum boxes, and I don't like this. I do not like the idea of having to buy the figures again in a special box like that. Granted, you can completely skip it if it's not for you, but I kind of want them just to have everything. So once again, completely skippable. But Target exclusive, so that's also going to be difficult. But yeah, but that's going to do it for this episode of Lightning Storm. This was a pretty crazy episode. Pretty crazy day, and I gotta say, honestly, I'm impressed. Did not expect the metallic armor. Did not expect to actually see our first look at the 2-packs and the monsters today. Overall, very impressed. I'm very happy. Now go pre-order your stuff. Wave 7 is up for pre-order. The metallic armor MMPR pink is up for pre-order. And the Zeo Megazord is available in stock now. The Retro Figures Wave 1 is up for pre-order. So you can go get all that stuff. We're still waiting on pre-orders in the future for the 4 Wave 7 Spectrum Series boxes, as well as the 2 monsters and the 2 packs. Those are not up for pre-order yet, but I'm sure they'll be here in the next couple of weeks, months, all that stuff, especially since they're going to not be out for a little bit. I want to thank everyone who did tune in to the live stream I did with a couple of my friends a couple hours ago when we were watching the live stream together. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for supporting us here. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter where I'll post updates, especially if all the stuff that hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. So you can follow me on Twitter 2 places, at Living Ranger Key for my personal account and at LightningFigPR for my Lightning account. And of course, I'll see you guys all on Lightning Storm next time, the series where lightning always strikes twice. I'll see you guys later.